I'm going to be honest. I firmly believe that Star Trek Discovery is some of the best Star Trek that we have to date. And I know that there might be a lot of Star Trek fans who will disagree with me, but hear me out. This this is a review of season 4 of Star Trek Discovery. I have been really bad and I've not been reviewing individual episodes, though I have been watching them as the season has advanced. And I personally think that season 4 is the strongest season of Star Trek Discovery that we've gotten up until this point. I think that they've gradually been building in strength, and I feel like season 4 has culminated where Star Trek Discovery has finally gained its footing and has kind of etched its own corner in Star Trek canon. Now, season 4 begins. Oh, P.S. I should preface this. If you do not want spoilers, you might want to click away. So do not continue this video if you have not watched season 4 of Star Trek Discovery. Anyway, season 4 picks up where season 3 leaves off, and essentially in the 32nd century, the Discovery and its crew are helping rebuild the United Federation of Planets. Okay, so we get to see that gradually taking shape over the course of the season. We see that there is a large anomalous threat threatening the Federation and the entire quadrant of the galaxy that the Federation is in. Well, two quadrants. And essentially, the premise of the season is the Discovery crew making first contact with a species who's using this technology in order to mine something in order to sustain themselves. So this mining is in effect destroying entire planets, star systems, etc. So there's a lot of pressure. It's the Discovery is like the only ship that can actually travel the great distance needed in order to make first contact with this alien race. Of course, there's a lot of other layers in the show. There's a villain that's introduced named Dr. Tarka. There is a lot of like interpersonal relationships that are developed largely throughout the season. And ultimately, I believe that characters like Michael Burnham herself are developed in a drastically different way than we've seen. And I really enjoyed the season because there were opportunities for other characters to get developed, like Lieutenant Detmer and Awoshikun and Stamets and Hugh Culber, like all of them received a significant amount of development, which I appreciate. Because one of the criticisms Discovery has had in the past is that it's not sufficiently developed its secondary characters, but I can tell that they took more effort to do that this time around. I was absolutely blown away by the season finale. It was optimistic, uplifting, beautiful. Of course, like we see the culmination of the story. They make first contact with this alien species. There is a connection that's made. The alien species is empathetic, so they feel guilty for even, causing this because they didn't understand that there were life forms in those regions that were intelligent life forms. So the first contact is beautiful and unique, and I think that it brings us back to the very fibers that created Star Trek in the first place. So, to those people who have been criticizing Star Trek Discovery for it kind of not connecting to Star Trek's optimistic roots about humanity, I would argue that this episode alone reverses that and subverts that. Like, it does so wonderful at bringing things in full circle and bringing us back to the fact that there are other worlds out there to explore and that there's so much left to do. It was beautiful. I was really really emotional at the end of Star Trek Discovery because it felt like bringing things in full circle, tying up loose ends. Are like honestly, this season finale almost seems like a series finale, though I know it's not going to be that because they just got renewed for season 5. But I'm just going to say I think Star Trek Discovery is a phenomenal series. Not only has it done amazing things for representation, but it has taken storytelling and and cinematic quality to a whole nother level for Star Trek. And I think that Star Trek fans, if they've passed it over, should give it another viewing. And I think that people who are outside of the Star Trek fandom, I think Star Trek Discovery is a good way to become acquainted with Star Trek. So anyway, share your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to me nerd out. I really appreciate it. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.